Spurs, who are unbeaten on their travels this season, like the Glen, who we'll hear from in a moment, and unbeaten. With Odobert and Kudus. In 2010 has been FIFA listed for more, straight back from their loss to Villa. At short notice for the injured Romero at the weekend. Maybe didn't make the most of the opportunity, really. Looking to win it back quickly through Caio Henrique. And they get Caio Henrique. Palinha battling to try and run beyond him. Bergvall. Early cross over to... I've mostly seen him play as a fullback during his career, but needs must at the moment. Tancourt asking for it inside. Went in towards... Well-timed challenge by... Lost it rather cheaply, and Van de Ven came across, and Vicario had to make the save.
Yeah, he makes the save in the end, but he can't...
Did his best, didn't he, to find the room for the... Akliush, tame shot, easy for Vicario, but what a... They make them move in, and it was awkward for the goalkeeper, that. Ouattara with the ball over, and Akliush will get back and do with Bergvall and look to mount an attack of their own, which is quickly halted in its track.
Right-footed, but at the end of the day, you can play anywhere, but...
And they've got 4 in the box here. Sliced by Bergvall. Ouattara was underneath it, but couldn't get it on well. Palinha couldn't quite find... Odobert. Oh, good cross! And it was the captain who got his head on it in the end.
In certain circumstances, but not picking out the right ball.
Push by the centre-forward. Decides to come inside, and then I think he was trying to look for Richarlison, but out came Philip Curd. Bentancur with skies past to Fati. And here for Ansu Fati. And the goalkeeper had to backpedal. It was a really awkward one, that, for Vicario. And that's a really clever ball, and it's just kept out. Well, it was Balogun who latched onto that.
A spare player on there, Richarlison, his touch. Maybe if he could have just dragged it a little bit more on his left side there, just gives defenders a chance to get back to actually put it in that bottom corner. But it's an intriguing game. Tottenham again, lots of numbers forwards, and it almost ran for Richarlison. They just... Ansu Fati looking to drive towards goal. Richarlison's peeled wide, he looked for Odobert. Kudus looking for the room for the shots, but fairly tame effort in the end. Yeah, sometimes he's prepared.
In a dangerous area. And Balogun wanted the pass, and that's a great save by Vicario. Wonderful reactions from the Tottenham goalkeeper. Ouattara was arriving in the box along with Balogun. And plenty in there as well. What a reaction yet when he's made one of those runs. Here's Kudus. Floats in a lovely cross. There was a push, and it'll be a free kick for Monaco. Bergvall with the back heel, but it's not come off. Fired over the cross that just had way too much on it. An exquisite pass as well, but just missed control. What arriving in the box, so is Odobert, and turned behind for the corner.
And leave Richarlison up, occupying their back three.
Akliush is just given licence to roam, isn't he? Look to try and play it wide, up it goes towards Richarlison, who's just caught Salisu inadvertently there. And a yellow card for the Tottenham centre-forward. Kera slid in. Odobert. And Spurs threaten here. And it's deflected for a corner. Van de Ven. Lovely movement from Akliouche, and a lovely turn as well, and look to try and beat the goalkeeper at his near post. Great. Really deep corner kick.
Free kick, but Richarlison's got to hold the ball up better. When that ball's played into him, he's got to be secure in his possession, and then midfield runners, and if it's Gray, the fullback. Spurs on the break there. Vicario had no one to play to, he just played it wide.
Middle third.
There's the pace, there's the strength, technique to get the ball down. That comes out with the ball and gets a foul.
The required elevation there. Particularly as the game has wore on, that Spurs need more creative.
Tez. Poro. Have it back, Koulibaly. Goal of in! Vicario at full stretch to deny Monaco the opener. Thomas Frangren. Akliouche got a toe in. Yeah. And Terra! The captain rose. Minamino. Looking for Balogun in the middle. Poro enjoyed that. In the last 20 minutes in the Stade Louis II. Monaco nil. Over the top from Salisu. Akliouche and Balogun failed to find the breakthrough. Tottenham might just start to... Poro. From the Tottenham captain. Free than he was at the start of the game and getting forward well. Now they lost the momentum. Caio Henrique has it back, and Papsar has given away the free kick. Brazilian tees it up. Oh, what a save by Vicario. Teza must have thought he'd scored that. Little back heel into Golovin. There's the return. And over the top. Minamino at full stretch. Akliouche, Balogun, Minamino, and again it's wide. Blazed over by Takumi Minamino. Akliouche, Teza, and wide by Minamino. Can it bear fruit for Tottenham Hotspur in the Champions League? Shirt pulled in there. Akliouche couldn't get there. And Biereth commits the foul in his eagerness to win it back. Mawisa, pressurised. Akliouche. Akliouche! Back to Siemens. Final seconds of the 90.